The Inazuma Trench, a large underwater landscape separating Inazuma from the rest of Teyvat. Somehow, I always find myself back here. This time, it's with Trial Nilou from the 5th act of Sumeru's Archon Quest. If you're wondering why, well, the world of Teyvat during this instance with Nilou is far different from normal Teyvat. Nilou's Teyvat is completely empty, and because it is empty, all of the game's special triggers are missing. This means we can see unusual sights we otherwise couldn't, such as a sunny dragon spine, or Stormterror's lair without the wind barrier. Inazuma is our destination this time around. I have her following the same route Traveler-san took when he broke into Inazuma. Things are much easier nowadays. The floor of the trench used to teleport players, but as of version 3.0, it has stopped doing that because it's no longer the lowest point of the map. Nilou's world is a place without storms. That means the Shogun storm locking down Inazuma does not exist. When I said it was empty, I meant it. All NPCs, save for a few back in Sumeru City, and objects other than teleport waypoints, statues of the 7, domains, including Abyss, and foliage, are gone. But I do hope I'll eventually find something that didn't get removed. And she's made it ashore. Not quite as nerve-wracking as it was with Traveler-san, but still a bit on edge, since if I mess up, it's all the way back to that beach in Mondstadt. Because the starting place of the game is the only active teleport location. First up, we've Shinju Forest. Because skybox changes are special triggers that do not exist here, we can finally see Shinju Forest at daytime. I've never really understood why it becomes night when entering. Does it have something to do with the yokai? I guess it could also be a design choice, because it's supposed to be a dense forest, but those trees are rather sparse. The Tanuki statue. It's still bathed in moonlight trickling through dense canopies in the middle of day. Something I've started to notice is that things related to puzzles or quests are gone. Take, for example, the water beneath the Grand Narukami Shrine, the area where the climax of Sacred Sakura cleansing ritual happens. The water just isn't there. For the record, no, this account has not completed that world quest. As you can see, rocks are still rising out of it. I'm not gonna go down there because I likely wouldn't be able to climb out. For Narukami Island, that's about it for interesting sights. Of course, like the city of Mondstadt, Inazuma City is a ghost town. Kanda Village is the same, with the well already open and explorable. And for the ruins in the northeast of Narukami Island, oh well, the water is missing from there too, as are both the perpetual mechanical array and the barrier that's around it before draining the water. And now then, let's go to the most exciting place, Seirai Island. This site feels cursed. I've never done Seirai Storm Chasers, because I've always felt removing the lightning from here would be boring. But now everything is removed. I never realized the flashing effects are built into the terrain. It looks a bit silly like this, if I'm honest. And it being nighttime, doesn't change that much. Well, more strange than anything else is the fact that there's no dark vortex above the island. Again, no storms in Nilou's world. Seirai Island is looking a little bare. Here we have the Seirai Maru. All its doors are open, so running through it is no problem. Kinda neat to be able to see the details of indoor places in full daytime light. This is because the skybox isn't updating upon entering such areas. Speaking of, the ruins below the island are lit up. let's leave Seirai Island and make our way towards the place farthest south in Genshin Impact, Sumeru Island. Is this what it looks like after you do the quests here? I went to a friend's world to compare and noticed that it's actually still a little hazy on Sumeru normally, whereas here, it's unobstructed daylight. And of course, empty. No ghosts float around at night. Overall, Nilou's world is a much brighter place, and though that may not make too big a difference on a post-quest Sumeru, there were some oddities, like the tree at Shirikoro Peak, missing. As well as the doors leading to the innermost sanctum. Seirai Island isn't that much different than how it appears after finishing all the world quests there. No storm, no swirling vortex barriers, and no damaging effect within the Moosashi Gorge. Nice to pass through here without getting murdered by the lingering effects of an attack from hundreds of years ago. There's one more place with a damaging effect, isn't there? Tatarasuna. I'm assuming it'll be the same. No way. I finally found something! And it's a barrier of all things. Even Nilou's world cannot save me from this curse. Therefore, we're off to the final island, Owatatsumi. I figure I can swim there from Seirai Island. Packed a lot of stamina food just for this. Oh, well, that took 15 minutes. But guess what? Still faster than walking back here underwater. We've made it to Watatsumi. Or rather, Watatsurumi. Because that looks like fog, and a lot of it. You can really see how the skybox affects fog. On the left is Watatsumi Island normally, while on the right is within Nilou's world. Look at how the sky's color blends differently near the top of each image. And lastly, we've the most important spot on the island, the entrance to Enkanomiya. I'm very doubtful the loading trigger is here, but, well... Okay, not only is the trigger missing, but so is the water. I imagine the chasm's entrance will be very similar. And with that, we've reached the end of another adventure in Nilou's world. Both Mondstadt and Inazuma are crossed off the list. Where should Nilou go next? There's all of Sumeru and Liyue to explore, plus Fontaine if I happen to find a way past the teleport barriers mentioned in the Mondstadt video. If you enjoyed, drop a subscribe and feel free to check out that previous Mondstadt video. Sunny Dragonspine is a sight not to be missed. This is Moosashi, signing off. Till next time.